Alexander the Great is one of the greatest military leaders in history. He was born on July 20th, 356 BC, in Pella, the capital of the Kingdom of Macedonia. His life was full of military and political achievements that changed the course of history. Alexander was born to King Philip II and Queen Olympias. From a young age, he showed extraordinary intelligence and courage. The famous Greek philosopher Aristotle taught Alexander when he was 13 years old. Aristotle taught him philosophy, literature, science, and politics, which helped shape his leadership personality. In 336 BC, Philip II, Alexander's father, was assassinated, and Alexander assumed the throne when he was 20 years old. He faced many challenges at first, but was able to assert his control over Macedonia and Greece. In 334 BC, Alexander began his famous campaign against the Persian Empire. The Persians were defeated in several major battles, such as the Battle of the Granicus River and the Battle of Issus. In 331 BC, Alexander won a decisive victory over the Persian king Darius III at the Battle of Gaugamela, leading to the fall of the Persian Empire. Alexander entered Egypt in 332 BC and was welcomed by the Egyptians as a savior. He founded the city of Alexandria, which later became a major cultural and scientific center. Alexander advanced with his army until he reached India. He won a victory in the Battle of the Hydaspes against the Indian king Porus, but his exhausted soldiers refused to continue, forcing him to return. After his victories, Alexander founded several new cities, most of which bore his name, and worked to integrate different cultures within his empire. He aimed to create a unified civilization combining East and West. After years of military campaigns, Alexander returned to Babylon in 323 BC. He was planning further conquests, including the Arabian Peninsula. In June 323 BC, Alexander died in Babylon at the age of 32. Some historians believe his death was caused by malarial fever, while others suggest it may have been poisoning. After his death, his empire was divided among his generals, known as the Diadochi, who created independent Hellenistic kingdoms. Alexander is considered one of the greatest military leaders in history, and his strategies are taught in military academies even today. Alexander founded cities that became centers of culture, trade, and science. Alexandria in Egypt was the most notable, becoming a center of knowledge, philosophy, and science. Alexander's conquests spread Greek culture across large areas of the known world, leading to the Hellenistic Age, which witnessed the fusion of Eastern and Western cultures. Alexander the Great, despite his short life, left a great legacy that continues to influence the world today. His personality and works inspire many, and his story remains one of the most impressive in history.